Guys, Barcelona's most difficult moment of the season has arrived. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, this is what I'm talking about. Look at these fixtures. Facing Real Madrid twice, Inter Milan twice, and Real Valladolid in between there. In a span of only 15 days. 5 fixtures in 15 days. I don't think that fixtures can get more difficult than this, to be honest. I don't think so. And you know what, guys? These are not only fixtures. In this moment of 15 days, it could be a decider if we're going to win the treble. Believe it or not. They're going to decide if we're going to win the La Liga. Because there's not that many matches that are left in La Liga right now. They're going to decide if we're going to reach the final of the Champions League. They're going to decide if we're going to win the final versus Real Madrid of the Copa del Rey. Now, guys, to be honest, listen. Even though this is a difficult time, with this Barcelona team that's currently playing, guys, we can actually win every single fixture in this 15-day mark. The final of us, let's actually split and actually start match after match. Let's start with Real Madrid. Let's not look at all these fixtures all together. Let's look at one by one. But the thing is, guys, that Barcelona right now is not a small team anymore. Like normally people would say that Barcelona in this kind of scenario could be beaten up and thrown out of every single competition. That's not true anymore. We've seen Barcelona this season. They're not normal. They're literally the best team in the world right now. And I think that they're going to win every single match in these 5 fixtures. Okay? Maybe they can lose one. And you know what it's going to be? It's going to be that tie versus Inter Milan in the the semifinals. One leg we might lose, but still qualify to the final. That's what I think. But either way, I think that we can win every single match in these 5 fixtures in 15 days. Now, there's going to be a problem when it comes to recovery. There's going to be a problem of injuries. There might be injuries that might happen. And there's only one injury that I hope that it does not happen. That's Pedri. Guys, Pedri is the best midfielder in the world right now. An injury, if happens to Pedri, it's going to be a problem. Because we're not going to be able to control the midfield. No one else controls the midfield better than Pedri right now. In the whole world. Well, maybe there are some midfielders, but when it comes to Barcelona, Pedri is the best. When he plays, we definitely win or draw. And most of the time we win. That's what happens, okay? So I hope that even if injuries do happen, they don't happen to specific players like Pedri, Lamine Yamal, Rafinha. One injury has already happened to Lewandowski, but we can't do anything about it. Ferran Torres is going to play in that position now. But Pedri, Lamine Yamal, Rafinha, some players like Kubarsi, Koundé, these should not get injured because they're like one of the most important players in the squad right now. But guys, coming to the actual fixtures, let's start one by one. And starting off with Real Madrid in the Copa del Rey final. Now, we have already faced Real Madrid twice this season. One which was a 4-0 win versus Real Madrid at the Santiago Bernabeu, which was a La Liga match. And the second one was a final. Spanish Super Cup. 5-2. 5-2. Completely destroyed Real Madrid. And now this is going to be the second final of the season versus Real Madrid. So the thing is that this is a win. This is a win. I don't see Real Madrid beating us in a final, okay? And the thing is that Real Madrid, right now, their form is bad. Their form is bad. They've been just knocked out from the Champions League by Arsenal. They've conceded so many goals so far in these couple of matches. But the thing is, guys, this is Real Madrid. No matter how they're performing, sometimes they can really show up. And they might. But I don't think so. Like, the way that they're playing right now, I don't think that they're going to show up. They tried to show up versus Arsenal at the Santiago Bernabeu, trying to make a comeback. They weren't able to do it. So, I don't see Real Madrid beating us. In fact, I see Barcelona completely destroying Real Madrid once again in that final this season. That's what I'm seeing. So I don't know about you guys, but this is clearly a win for us. And even the La Liga match that's going to be played which is the last fixture of these 5 fixtures in 15 days, that is also a win. I don't see us losing to Real Madrid in both these fixtures. But coming to Inter Milan now, the first leg of the Inter Milan is going to be played at home. And this is a problem, to be honest. I love when we play away first and then we come at home. That's what I like. I don't like playing at home first and then going away because there's a chance of a comeback, which actually could have happened to us versus Borussia Dortmund. But thankfully, it did not happen because we lost the match, but they weren't able to, score enough goals to knock us out of the Champions League. But there is always a chance of a comeback when the first leg is played at home and then the second leg is played away. But anyways, guys, the thing is that Inter Milan is a very strong team. We all know that. The tactics that they have, the formation, the 3-5-2 of Inter Milan is scary. Simone Inzaghi's Inter Milan. But the thing is that Inter Milan just lost to AC Milan yesterday 3-0 with the same formation, almost the same players. But that doesn't mean that they're like lacking form or anything. No. The thing is that they're not unbeatable. That's what I'm trying to say. And people tell me that Inter Milan is a very strong team. You're gonna lose. You're gonna lose in the semifinals versus them. No, that's not the case, guys. We can win because if they're a team, then we're also a team. Okay, the spirit is what matters the most. The positivity is what matters the most when it comes to playing football, and especially in this kind of scenario. Inter Milan is a strong team, okay? Their tactics have been very good, but our tactics are even way better. I believe that. We have destroyed big teams this season. Bayern Munich, Borussia Dortmund. Well, we lost one match to Borussia Dortmund, but still, we won 2 of them out of 3, okay? We have beaten Real Madrid twice. Why are we not able to beat Inter Milan? I don't see any logical reason of we not beating Inter Milan. I don't see any logical reason. Now, listen, guys. There is one thing that might happen. The first leg we might win, okay? But the second leg we might lose, but still we're going to qualify to the final. That's one thing that can happen. And I believe that that's going to happen. Now, both matches, I think they're going to be very low-scoring matches because, of course, Inter Milan's defense is very good. Bastoni has been a wall for Inter Milan, but we also have a pretty decent defense. Actually, not decent defense, one of the best defense. Even though we have conceded so many hat-tricks this season, we have also conceded many goals. Everyone knows that. But still, our defense is very good. So even though we're going to struggle versus Inter Milan, we're still going to qualify for the final. That's what I'm trying to say. And coming to the Real Valladolid and the Real Madrid match, which are the La Liga matches in between the Champions League matches right there, we might win both of them. As I said in the beginning of the video, Real Madrid has not been a very big, problem for us this season. In fact, they have been the most easiest team to beat for us so far this season. Like, I know it sounds a little bit awkward, but this is actually true. They've been the most easiest team for us to beat. So that last La Liga match in these 15 days versus Real Madrid is not a problem. Just like the final, it's not a problem. And that La Liga match versus Valladolid, I don't know about that because, you see, these smaller teams in La Liga have been a headache for us rather than the bigger teams. That's what's been happening. But I think, guys, that in these 15 days, it's going to be a big decider of the treble, and I hope that we win every single match in these 15 days and eventually go on to win the treble. But yeah, that's how it is, guys. We're playing Inter Milan twice, Real Madrid twice in these 15 days. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. I hope that you enjoyed the video. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and I'll see you on the next video.